All right. Week 2 of the trivia.
Yes.
Um,
Doing good so far.
sure. You are. You got
I
2
got
of
all
them
of them
right. You
right.
got 1 week worth right. This week is Marvel, and it is also specifically MCU. So,
Alright.
but I picked 2 questions that seem to be a little difficult. I wouldn't have been able to get them, but we'll see. Starting with question number 1. What is the first line of dialogue in the very first MCU film, Iron Man?
Ooh. That is. Well, I know the opening. As, them out in the desert.
Yeah. Now, there are 3 answers, but I feel like I shouldn't give them to you unless you need a hint.
Um.
Well, not like
I know the scene in my head. Like, good God, you're a woman. Like, I know that one. Uh. Here, give me the. Can we subtract a point if you give me the 3?
Sure, this will be worth 1 point then.
1 point. Let's do that then.
The 3 answers could be this is their list. I am Iron Man. It is cool. Is it cool if I take a picture with you? Or I feel like you're driving me to a court martial.
Ooh. It's not I am Iron Man.
Mhm.
I feel like you're driving me to a court martial.
What's your final guess?
Yeah.
Okay, you'd be correct. There you go.
Yeah, I knew. I'm like. He says that if I get in the picture. He says that, but that's not the first line. All right, so cool. I got a point there.
All right, 1 point. And then the final question is, which MCU film has the shortest running time?
The shortest running time. Definitely ain't no Eternals.
No.
Is there hints? Is there?
There are answers, but I could only give you 1 point if you want that. So
Let's
that
see.
would
All right,
take
okay,
away
let me
point.
think here for a minute.
You're only earned 2 out of the 4 points.
Because I feel like it's like a bad movie, but it felt super long. What? Can you give me a hint of phase?
No.
Oh no, because it'll be obvious.
It wouldn't be obvious at all.
Oh, okay. Um,
Because I don't even know what the correct answer is. I'm just waiting.
let's
Yeah, actually, I could look. I could look and see.
yeah, look and see what it is, and see.
Okay.
I will obviously have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take off a point if you tell me what phase it is.
I can't
What do you mean you can't?
because it would give it away.
Really?
Well, it might not give it away.
You know what? Sorry, have that setting thing pop up. Give me the 3 guesses.
Is it Ant-Man, Thor, or the Incredible Hulk?
Is it Ant-Man?
Is that your final guess?
No, hold up.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking about what you say. I'm like, if you say what phase it is, because it's gonna give it. Because Thor and Hulk's in the first one. I'm gonna go with Ant-Man.
You'll be incorrect. The answer is the Incredible Hulk. It's the shortest MCU.
That one that popped in my head at one point. I was like,
I think it's like an hour and something.
It feels
yeah,
long.
you only got 1 point today.
So 1 point.
So it's 5 points in total.
5, and what do we need?
15.
I can.
You got 3
How
more.
many
3 more weeks.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Wait,
Okay.
so if we're at 5, and it needs to be 16, 15?
At least.
4. I can do it.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm about to just get perfect though.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, this week we got some Deadpool and Wolverine information. Our first sort of look at the Fantastic Four, Superman set photo, Suicide Squad, Killer Justice League Season 2, finally, and much more this week on the Comic Book Burrito. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I am your host, Darien.
I'm your other host, Landon.
And today, we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got other, and we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been?
I've been okay. Nothing crazy happened. Just playing some multiverses still. I get a bit about the kind of like the, I guess, somewhat refresh. I guess I don't know what you really call it, but we'll talk about that little update here today. I'm trying to think of like something major happened. I watched a new episode of The Boys just a minute ago
Yeah.
with you, and
I'd already seen it
Yeah.
before this. This is my second time.
it's pretty gross.
Yep.
I don't know, nothing really impactful this week. I thought about I was thinking about games I wanted to stream, and I had I don't know why, I just thought of why not stream Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Like,
Okay.
that was like one of our first streams we did.
Was
And
it?
it was the Together stream. Yes,
I thought that was Injustice.
we did both. It was both in one.
Well,
I remember because I did the logo with Superman and like Batman like coming at each other, and in the bottom right and left I did like the terrible character models of Captain America and Chun-Li.
oh my God.
But I don't know, I thought about streaming that, doing the story mode for that. I like to have some more fighting games, and especially with the MVC collection coming out,
Yeah.
it'd be fun. But going to my dad's account and downloading it, I realized he has a bunch of games I like. And so I downloaded over 30 games, and I have them all. So I got a lot to play now. But how was your week?
Pretty good. Not much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's see. I mean, The Boys is probably like the biggest thing that
Yeah.
I like superhero related that I've
Mhm.
paid attention to. I need to stream as well. I thought about it last night, but I was like,
Why not?
I don't feel like it.
A series I thought about doing, because me and you are both on PlayStation.
Mhm.
This would work better for you, because trophies pop up while you're streaming, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because you're doing like I don't know what you call
The
it.
capture, yeah.
The capture. I only do it through like broadcast, and it doesn't pop up. It doesn't show it on the stream. I thought about what would be a fun series to do is platinum or something. I don't know. I don't know if you want to do it, but you mentioned last night, like, man, I gotta get some more platinums, and I'll always have fun doing them. And I thought it'd be funny, like, like, oh, he's having a hard time getting this trophy, isn't he? And just games I've always wanted to get platinums on. So
Yeah.
but
I think the best platinum I did was probably Sly 1.
So I want
The report.
just the one that just came out.
Yeah.
All right.
That was fun.
Because it wasn't like just simple like those. So
Those were hard.
so some of them you had to like.
There was one where like you remember, might not remember this. There's a level in. What is it? Maybe it's the first world you're in the frog, where you're like in this
The barrel.
No, you're in like a gunboat graveyard area. And it's like a bunch of like sunken planes and sunken ships everywhere, and you have to like go through it.
Yeah.
And there's a thing where you got to crawl up the mast, up like the ropes of the side of this mast to like jump. There's some wooden like spikes that are right there. That's like a wall blocking you from like skipping a level. One of the trophies is jump from the mast over those and onto a platform that's on the other side and like skip half the level. And is the hardest thing I've ever done because you got to hit it just right.
Yeah, you get it
where
right.
you like slide off and then hit the platform. It is so difficult.
That's weird to have a trophy for like a glitch or something. That's funny.
But yeah, that's that. We do have some news, so I would like to get into that now, starting with some Fantastic Four information. I gotta pull up Twitter. X. Oh, I spelled everything wrong just then. Fantastic Four. Alright. We got some looks of some Comic-Con posters showcasing the Fantastic Four.
Yep.
We'll start with...
So they will be there.
Yeah. So we'll start with this. I don't think I can zoom in to it. Not on Twitter. No. It just makes it worse. But we got Reed Richards, Johnny Storm in this one. Reed Richards does not have a beard, as far as we can tell.
So I wonder if at some point
Pedro
where
will be
he'll
clean
be
shaven.
clean. I know in the promo he wasn't, but I wonder if that's just to show off like. Oh look, it's Pedro Pascal because he usually has like the beard and stuff, but maybe he'll have both. Maybe it'll show like early years of Fantastic Four. He's clean shaven, and he has like the gray stripes and
Oh,
stuff.
true. If they do like a flashback with all the villains
Yeah,
and
when it
stuff,
first kind of
and then you see
started.
them as parents, and they're like,
Yeah, that's the present
old.
now, or not present day, but like present
I could
60s
see that.
day.
There's Reed Richards. He's got some gray going up right here. Johnny Storm. Okay. The bottom of this is interesting. I think there's a zoomed in picture of it up here. The
Future
future.
Foundation.
Um, I don't know enough about what that is to understand, but people were like freaking out about it. I
I
know of like the Spider-Mans.
yeah, what I'm saying. I'm assuming I can't remember. So I'm guessing because I'm not a big. I like Fantastic Four, but I don't. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan in a way of like I know everything about them.
Hmm.
I just know it does somehow involve Spider-Man. Now, every picture I see people replying to is, I guess there's a moment in the future where Johnny leaves the team or dies off or something, and Spider-Man joins the Fantastic Four, and they have the white and black suits.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that, but I think it was like a level of it. In fact, in like a Marvel superhero. So, um, I'm interested to see what that's all about. I'm assuming Spider-Man is not going to be in this,
Yeah. I mean,
unless
unless it says another Earth Spider-Man.
Earth Spider-Man or a end credit scene where they go to the MCU timeline and you see them like jump on their building and you have that recreation of Spider-Man #1.
Maybe.
But
There's that, and then there was another side that showed Sue Storm and Ben Grimm, with the same logo at the bottom.
I love the very 60s looking characters.
Yeah.
I guess
And then you see
is,
her. That's her haircut.
with like the lines and stuff showing it. It looks great.
Um, yeah. So it's our first sort of look at the Fantastic Four and some art. We've seen them obviously in that one poster, but there's some more in the art here. Very, very interesting. The official Marvel podcast had its second episode this week,
Mhm.
and they talked about TV stuff. And so we're going to talk about TV stuff. Let me get it. All right. Starting with this, it was Brad Winderbaum, head of Marvel Television. He said this, starting with Daredevil Born Again. He said, "Society has changed. Matt and Wilson have changed, and their characters are going to collide in ways we've never seen before. It's no longer enough to try to murder each other. There's a whole game of politics at play." So,
All right.
there's that. He talked about Eyes of Wakanda. He said, "Eyes of Wakanda, more than any other show we're doing in animation, ties directly into the MCU. If you're a fan of the movies, I think the show is going to be a real treat." Okay.
Okay.
Agatha All Along update. He said, "It's really fun and it's really scary and it gets quite dramatic. She's an amazing anti-hero, and that show it lures you in with the fun of Halloween, and before you know it, you're crying."
Sounds like all corporate speak to me, but I mean, Oh, is there more
Yeah.
to it? All right, keep going. Then. Sorry.
Oh, but more to the Agatha thing, or just more?
Or more, just more to the podcast.
Yes.
Oh yeah, here. Say all that, and I'll say about
X-Men 97 Season 2 update. He said, "We're well on our way to creating something that hits the heights of the first season. I know the first season is an emotional ride, and that ride continues in the second season in a very X-Men fashion." Is that? And then he's talked about What If Season 3. He said, "It feels like the completion of a trilogy. It goes beyond the first two seasons in its exploration of the multiverse and pulls in characters that are very unexpected." And he also talked about how, it's not on the screenshot, but he talked about how The Watcher has a very complete story by the end of this. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sounds all corporate speak to me. It's good, I swear. No, I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but do you feel like this Marvel podcast will go on for very long, or
I mean, yeah, they don't just talk about movies on there. I mean, they talk about comic books and stuff.
Is talking about like new comic books coming out and stuff?
Well, not new. Like this episode, they talked about Captain America's origins, and
Oh, okay.
like last episode, they talked about the Fantastic Four's origins.
All right. I was curious. I was like, did they really just talk about news, or is this going to be a thing, kind of yearly, where right around Comic Con season, where a bunch of news comes out, they'll like,
No, it's they only talk about news for like 10 minutes, and then they'll
gotcha.
go on to other stuff.
All right.
Um, so yeah, there's that. I do want to warn there are spoilers going around for Deadpool and Wolverine on the internet.
Mhm.
It's from what I've heard, it's pretty big stuff, but like some stuff that's not big. So I don't know. I know it spoils some things related to like cool moments that happen in the
Yeah.
movie. And one of those cool moments I will talk about because some of the scoopers decided to talk about it, even though we don't know much about it. Which will be next. So just warning, spoilers. Stay off the internet. Mute your words. Movie comes out in 20 days now. Well, I guess technically 21, so 3 weeks from today when we'll see it. But yeah, I need to say something before we continue.
Okay.
Today, July 5th.
This thought came up in my head. I'm like, is he gonna say this at some point or no? I know
I'm
exactly.
gonna say today, July 5th, 3 years ago, we launched the podcast. This is the big episode. I actually meant to make this a live stream, but I completely forgot.
Yeah, I did too.
Um,
it occurred to me as soon as we started talking about the podcast. It's like, oh crap, today's like a thing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, third anniversary. We didn't do a big event this year. I'll probably make a post later. Never recording this, but this obviously won't be out on that day. But when we're recording it, it is. So, yeah,
What?
3 years, I guess.
Happy 3-year anniversary.
Yes.
I was telling my girlfriend. It's funny. I guess I can add that to the what I do this week. I told my girlfriend, I was like, "Yeah, it's me and Darian's like 3-year anniversary," and she's like, "What?" And
podcast.
she's like, "Don't say it like that." And I'm like, "Say it like what?" Because I didn't even like realize what I said.
Bro.
But no, I'm happy to be doing this for 3 years, and cheers the more.
Oh,
you
we
know.
got crazy. Just this year alone, we've bumped up and
Yeah, a bunch of subscribers, viewers, and we're happy to have more people on the journey
yeah,
to 1 mil.
oh gosh,
Then when we retire.
eventually.
Eventually.
But yeah. So back to the Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine, whatever. According to Alex from the Cosmic Circus, Wolverine and Hulk will be facing off in Deadpool and Wolverine. That's not going to be how you expect. I did see how this plays out.
You did see it.
And
is it really not what we expect? Or
well, I could see if you're expecting like a whole fight, you're going to be disappointed.
I know. Well, as soon as I read this,
I want to say
fight.
it, but like I don't know if I should. It's not like a crazy.
If I had to assume,
okay,
they will face off. I think we saw a bit of it in the trailer. Okay, so you give me that look means that's not.
I don't know. What
My guess, if I had to guess, because it's very iconic look. You got Wolverine as Patch and Hulk as Joe Fixit. And no, that's not it. Okay.
So we know. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say it because we know in this movie. So spoilers. We know in this movie that Deadpool's going to go and try to find the perfect Wolverine to be able to help him save the multiverse. Yeah. And in doing so, he finds a Wolverine who's getting ready to... spoilers! Who's getting ready to battle it out with the Hulk. We'll see the Hulk. We'll see Wolverine. They're getting ready to fight. Deadpool shows up. Hulk apparently picks Deadpool up and throws him back through the portal, and you see them clash before... That's it. So that's like a big moment.
That sounds funny.
That's like a big moment where you're like, oh my god.
It would be cool as hell.
But that's what the thing I read online.
I'm assuming it's gonna be Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Looking or someone
maybe
else.
It might not be, but I don't know.
If it would be really cool if they wore like the real classic. Had the real like he had like the really bright purple pants. Hulk was really green. And Wolverine had like the one where like the masquerade is like like
the
really,
whiskers,
like, really cat looking like. So that's gonna look cool.
That's what I read.
That sounds really funny. Of them about to duke it out, and Wolverine's trying to get, or excuse me, Deadpool's trying to get like Wolverine to go with him, and Hulk tosses him across.
He tosses him back through
the portal, and then they see him clap. It's a little disappointing that we won't see that. I'm holding out hope that we will see it someday.
Yeah.
Like maybe there's because right now we have Professor Hulk, or whatever.
Unfortunately.
I'm sick of it. Maybe there's a point where there could be like a team up or something with Wolverine and Hulk, and next thing you know, like Banner's working on a thing to separate them again, but it goes haywire, and then Hulk is like savage again, and they duke it out. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's funny. I like that though. That's funny.
Yeah. More Deadpool and Wolverine information. According to Entertainment Weekly, Deadpool and Wolverine takes place 6 years after Deadpool 2, which is accurate, I think. Right?
Yes, that's about right. It came out in
2018.
It did. 18. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it takes place 6 years after Deadpool 2. Deadpool, or Wade, is now working as a used car salesman and is no longer in a relationship with Vanessa.
Has someone stated why?
No, not yet. I assume it's because they've kind of just grown apart over the last 6 years.
I think it might get very serious.
Because he saved her, but like it was his fault that she died in the first place.
I don't think that's the deal. Remember they were trying to have a baby?
Yeah.
I think it's going to lead into that. It just can't happen for some reason, and obviously,
don't tell the people on Twitter that they think all this movie is just nostalgia bait, and that that it's just like.
I know some people are all like, "Why? What's the point of 2 then if they're breaking up?" I'm just like, there's a lot of movies where that happens. You know, like. What's the point of Spider-Man 1 of Peter saying he's not going to be with MJ, even though he gets with her in 2?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, this stuff, these are human, these are people, you know, this stuff happens. And that's going to be my bet. I'd like to by the way, we need to make a bingo card for Deadpool 2. Bingo. And whoever wins, you got to be called. I saw this on freaking Sacred Symbols, but one of the best PlayStation podcasts out there. They did a thing, they were betting on the Xbox. And they had like a point system of if you predict this, you get points. The next episode, you gotta refer to the person who won as Lord and Savior, like Lord and Savior Darien. You know, what's your thoughts on this piece of news, like that? And the other one has to draw a fan art of the other person if they lost.
It'd be a stick figure.
It'd be a stick. I know. It's terrible.
But yeah. So a little bit of Deadpool and Wolverine. That's all we got for that this week. As we get closer to the release of the movie. According to Daniel RPK, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 begins filming this fall and will finish in the middle of next year. I guess this will be another 9 episodes, I assume. Unless they're not doing the whole 9 episodes. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forget. It's like a 2-part season.
Yeah, 2-part series. Well, we don't know for sure if they changed that or not. Because that was a while back. But, yeah. Start filming that. Just thought I'd throw that in there. This is interesting. According to Daniel RPK, the Spider-Man Noir series will feature Brendan Gleeson as a villain currently codenamed the Monster.
What does this guy look like?
He's actually going to be in Joker 2. This guy.
Okay.
The Monster.
I'm curious. If I had to think, going by Noirs.
You think he's Kingpin?
There's two theories I have of Goblin or Vulture.
Monster.
If I had to guess, I don't know much about Noir.
I'm gonna have to read up on Monster. I want to see what people are thinking.
Because Vulture, I don't know how much you know with
nothing.
No comics.
Continue what you're saying.
Well, I don't know if you know about how much of the Noir comics, but Vulture kills Uncle Ben.
Okay, I did not know that.
But it's not as simple as he shoots him or something and gets away with it. He eats him alive. Yeah. So that's why I have like the idea of that's Goblin.
I could see that.
And
Noir, someone said Noir version of Venom, where Eddie is a priest and the symbiote is a Gosha demon.
Yeah. That does happen. I don't think they're going to do Venom in that.
I think Vulture, Goblin, Noir Hulk, a Noir Abomination.
It's not going to be Hulk or them. It's going to be, you gotta remember, it's just going to be Spider-Man characters.
The Vulture, Goblin, Hammerhead.
So those Hammerhead would be good.
The show could be really good if they do it right.
If they do it right, it could
but it's
be
Sony.
We'll see. we'll see. It has good names behind it. I haven't seen this guy in anything, but
I see him in Joker 2 this year.
I'm if I had to get if you're codenaming someone the monster and you look at the books, Goblin or Vulture fits the description. I'm trying to think if like Noir calls someone I mean, he calls Vulture a monster a decent amount because I mean he's just like
This also could be an original character,
yeah
for all we know.
he's like yeah he didn't just kill my Uncle Ben, he ate it, he like ate him alive, it was crazy. So I'm interested in what who he will be playing.
Yeah. Okay, next, according to Daniel RPK, Avengers 5 will finish filming in August of 2025 because it starts this fall. A small break will take place, and then production for Avengers Secret Wars will begin in fall of 2025.
So July, August, September, I guess by October, so a month.
Probably. Feel bad for all those actors. They got a lot of work to do.
They get paid though.
Yeah.
They get paid. I do it. I don't care.
So filming them back to back. No idea when these will be out. I would assume by 2027, but who knows? And then finally, for Marvel, Captain America 4 post. There was a post made by Anthony Mackie, and I can probably find it here. Oh my god, I can't spell it.
Cotton America. Cotton America.
Struggling. There. All right. There was a post made. Wait. I mean, that's part of the picture. I want the whole picture. Is there not a Captain America updates account?
We can make that. We can make one.
There is Captain America news. Okay, so yeah.
It.
Anthony Mackie posted this. He said Happy America Day, and he said see you soon. At the end of it, making everyone think there's going to be a trailer at Comic-Con.
I hope so. I like to see what this. There's a lot of reshoots.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
Oh, they're finished now.
Oh, they're finished now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So suit. Well, let me get the. Well, I guess it's the fine picture.
It's just not bad.
Yeah.
I like the white one better, but this one ain't bad.
Yeah. I actually like this more than I did in the other photos. It's blue. I know it is.
I wonder if he has padding.
Yeah, it's too wrinkly. I don't like it.
It's too wrinkly. It's an awful thing.
Terrible.
Clearly, James Gunn's behind this. Clearly.
But yeah, first look at Captain. No, not first look, but a look at Captain America 4. Interesting. Yeah, and that will be the end of the Marvel news.
All right.
I guess with that, we'll go ahead and do a commercial. See you guys after.
Hey, kid. You think you're an X-Man? Okay. Name him.
Wolverine, Cyclops, Beast, Gambit, Rogue, Sabretooth, Magneto, Cable, Storm, Professor X, Phoenix, Bishop, Archangel, Apocalypse, Iceman,
You forgot some.
Mr. Sinister, Omega Red, Colossus, Juggernaut, Weapon X, Sauron, Longshot, Pyro, Gladiator.
Name them, join them, collect them. The X-Men collection, sold separately.
And we're back. Okay, DC news. James Gunn was confronted, not really, on Threads about the set leaks.
We got you, James.
Someone said, any thoughts on the set leaks? He said, fully expect. Someone said, so the movie hasn't been irrevocably spoiled because of the set leaks. And he said, not even a little. I'd never shoot a big spoiler outside in the middle of the city. Everyone's like worried that like they're showing too much. There's so many set photos. Oh my god!
I can take 20 pictures of this room.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you know how the studio works.
Yeah. There was, and I guess I could kind of skip to it. Atlanta Filming, the people who have been like talking about all this on Instagram, they've been posting all the pictures and letting us know where they're filming and all that. They posted this. They're going to answer a lot of questions right now. Now, there was a set photo, which we'll get into later, that showed a bunch of characters, and one of them was a guy dressed in like a blue suit Like,
Oh, yes, yes.
he said the blue guy is not a character. He's just a guy to guide the actors and to be removed later. It seems like they might have been having guidance issues on the rigs. He said the reason there are so many shots of Superman is, well, there aren't. Compared to Deadpool versus Wolverine, that's what he said. It is rare that something as big as Superman or Deadpool and Wolverine films, but it isn't particularly rare to film in a park. Go back and look at Anchorman 2 set photos. There were shots every day for weeks. As long as there is interest, there will be shots, which leads me to the next point. The point after this one. It is rare for Marvel to film on location like this. Marvel tends to film on backlots or in the middle of the freaking desert. Megalopolis, which is a movie coming out, filmed a lot on location. It's a choice of the director and his or her aesthetic. It said, in Cincinnati, which is where they're going to film next, I assume Monday maybe, where they're filming is likely impossible to see, unfortunately. He said, I don't know the time frame of the movie. I do know it is not set in present day. Or if it is present day, they're on an alternative Earth. He said Superman wraps filming on July 18th, unless they push forward a day because they're filming tomorrow now.
So they're about done.
Yeah. He said it is 90% done filming. I have no idea who said it is only half done. And then he said, remember, Gunn is an actual filmmaker. He isn't an accountant. Star Wars and Marvel and the DCEU before today have been run by accountants who think they are creatives. Gunn understands actors perform better in real-world situations like a park. Gunn understands filmmaking, so expect locations for every movie and show going forward.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah.
The best set photo, though, is him holding up the rock.
Well, I don't know. I think
him with the children was
that's
like,
what
I did make me shed a tear. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, you never,
Since
nothing against Cavill. I like him, but.
He's not good.
Well, I know he's not, but.
He could have been
that would have never. That would have never happened in Zack's.
No,
you never. And he was on the
closest you got was with children was when he when they did that video of the kids recording him, the fake the CGI'd out mustache.
That's and that's nice, but I don't know if Superman would really
Superman. I don't know.
I don't. I'll be honest.
This Superman he hugged the kid.
He picked him up, man.
Yeah.
Pick me up. Why, dude? I know you can pick me up. I ain't bigger than that boulder.
Cincinnati, where they're filming. I want to pull something up. Cincinnati Terminal Station. This is in Cincinnati, Ohio, where they're filming.
Oh God, I remember you sending me this. Is that the Hall of Justice?
Yes.
That's a real place.
Now, this is a terminal station, but this makes me think. I mean, why would you go to Cincinnati to film this?
To film that,
and that's there. I mean, come on. They got it. Come on. I mean,
maybe it's just for that train scene. Maybe it's just indoors, but
you think that the train wrecks the entire inside or whatever, and it's under construction, and then Superman takes it over, and he's like, "This is a place where we'll come together." Maybe this is the first time he meets some other heroes or something.
It hints towards
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta build up
theories. I have theories.
That looks like the freaking Hall of Justice.
It is. That's the building that was inspired.
I mean, we saw it in Georgia when we went to Six Flags.
That's the building that inspired it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
the inside.
Why not go to why? That's what he's going there for, because he knows that.
Yeah.
He knows better of
at the fountain outside. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Hall of Justice. I love it.
Meanwhile, in the lair of the Justice League. No. But yeah, there's more of the inside.
Yeah, that is
better than the Arrowverse did. Did you ever see the Arrowverse Hall of Justice?
I saw a bit of it. I didn't see what they look like.
I don't remember it looking good. That is not the Arrowverse. There's no way. That's a good one. The inside. I do not remember.
It's like a warehouse.
I thought it was a warehouse. That's the thing. The table was cool.
A really small table.
Well, they got 1, 2, 3. What? That was supposed to be Green Arrow.
Easy.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Had Black Lightning and there's Superman. But yeah, I guess their Hall of Justice was fine. Never mind. It looks.
Well, inside looks weird because I mean it looks like just a simple warehouse.
Yeah, this was actually right when they got it too. So I guess they had to remodel. But yeah. Yeah, it's the Hall of Justice. Seems like we might be getting that in Superman. Zack Snyder has teased. He put out on his Vero account. Want to see Zack Snyder's Justice League in theaters? Stay tuned.
Perfect timing considering I'm about to get my points to pick the.
No.
Yeah. If I pick that, we're going to theaters to see it.
Well, sorry to burst your bubble. He announced Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming to one theater. As far as we know. The Egyptian Theater in LA is
really?
what he announced it'll be showing at. And part of like a big thing we've shown off the director's cuts of Rebel Moon too. So unless he's talking about something different, it's just going to be in one theater.
We're going to LA.
No, we're not.
All right, well, never mind. I won't pick that. If it was going to theaters, I was like, let's check out the AMC. Let's see how they do it.
0 seats. I don't want to be in a theater of Snyder fans. I'm so good. I don't want to do that.
Imagine how fun it would be to be in a theater full of Snyder fans. God, no. And start laughing out loud and just get them mad at us.
I hate that movie.
What? Just yelling at us. Theater.
Jesus. But yeah. That's that. Okay, next up here, this is really nice. Will Reeve, the son of Christopher Reeve, is officially set to make a cameo in Superman as a TV reporter. He's actually a TV reporter in real life on ABC News.
Really?
Yeah. So,
so it works.
Yeah. This is nice. There were set photos. I guess I could go. I'm gonna have to find the DCU updates account. I don't know what that is. Let's make sure there's no popping up the stupid posters. Let me find the DCU updates account. That's the DCU verse. Right. Here it is. 1 second. Let me find this. I guess I could go to media. That might be smarter.
I need a freaking poster. I need James Gunn to release like a teaser poster.
Wait, I'll go this media. Okay, let me find. Okay, yeah. So, oh gosh, wait. Did he post multiple? No, he didn't. Okay, so we'll look at this one picture. This is him doing some news report on Superman. What do you think about including? Some people say that this is a
you know what people
scummy. No, other people saying that this is sort of scummy to use that to like make people interested in your movie. I don't think
that's why he did that.
I think this is more respecting
the Superman legacy.
That was the original name. And I had
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's scummy. I don't think that was James Gunn's intention at all. And if you say that, you're dumb as a rock. You're dumber than that boulder he held up on set.
Look at that. I don't think it's a boulder.
Well, I mean, whatever. Piece of concrete. Oh, you think it's something else? They just put that there and... Oh, snap.
I think I know what.
Don't tell me it's the freaking globe of the Daily Planet, like in Returns. It's the car! No, if it is the car, I would lose.
I think it's a car.
You sure it's not just a simple rock?
I think it's a car because it's just like a platform. They would have built the rock.
If
he's holding it like this, and so he's just like it's heavy.
If it's the dang car, I'm gonna lose my mind. Now, back to this. I don't think it's scummy in the least to have him on set. I'm pretty sure James Gunn's intention wasn't like, look, I got Will Reeve on here. Go watch my movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like how dumb can you be? Shut up. Oh, dang, my bro actually flying now?
Yeah. He learned how to fly.
That was part of
yeah, Will Reeve, though, is showing up. There was another photo of him, like, dapping up James Gunn, but I couldn't find it. It reminded me of that scene from Predator.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Not scummy in the least. And it is. Oh, my God. It looks like a piece of train tracks. What?
It's like, no, it's the thing that the people are holding on to.
Oh, that's what they're holding on to. Oh, it does look like something that's gonna be edited out. So it might. Dang, it is a car. It might be a car.
Peak.
God, like get me out. I literally thought it was looking like
The cape.
because in my head it just looks like a
And the
rock.
water splashing on the ground. He's in like a splash pad or something. That's not in that one.
That's the desert.
I don't. Yeah, it's just a desert. Even though in Superman and Lois, I think they did it better because it was like a highway. Like
Yeah.
it fell from a highway onto the road and he caught it.
I'm excited. Very excited. Yeah. Again, I don't. I can't believe people really think that's scummy. Of like to put Christopher Reeve's son in the movie to get people hyped. Like that's dumb. There's no.
There's my goat right there. I saw him.
You see, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make like, the best movie ever made.
Hey.
That's what he's saying.
Right. I like how they're still hiding them, dude. Like
Yeah,
you already know what he looks
We
like.
already know what he looks like, man. Oh,
Um,
it probably cools him down. It's black. It sucks it up.
it's
Never
probably
mind.
hot up there. But yeah. So,
Good. I'm glad Will Reeve's in the movie.
wait, here's a video of it. Yeah, so he's like got
They're
it.
pushing it down for him to like
Yeah.
make it look heavy. Let me just
when
sit
all
on
the
it.
people watching, something happens and they get all like, I guess that's when the car, and he's petting a dog. I guess he saves a dog.
Yeah, because I know a rumor was
It's Fraser's dog.
It's Fraser.
It's the same dog.
It is Fraser's. Beast is in the movie. It's all. Yo, I just. So I guess the car like flies in the or something. He catches it and before it like hits a dog or something.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a nice scene because I can picture the scene in my head of like the car flying and you see people like running away and next thing you know you
see a dog.
you get close up of the dog and it looks up and you see the car like back on the dog and the shadows bigger
and it stops.
and then you see the car lifts up, boom, it's Superman.
It's music sting.
And he sets it down, pets the dog.
Some people are thinking it might be the Globe too, which I mean,
hey, if we want to make that's always like
that would be
shot.
such a cool.
Well, they did it in Returns,
Yeah.
and I always thought that was a great shot to do.
This is actually what it is.
He's carrying. Make James Gunn right there.
Okay.
Make
So that was
have that, but then have James Gunn carry Superman carrying DC.
So that was Will Reeves, which is really cool that he's in the movie.
Not scummy.
More
again.
set photos.
Mhm.
Superman taking off.
Yeah. I love the picture. It's like here.
Someone looked at this and said, "Why is he so ugly?" And I'm like, he's like straining. He looks like flying.
He's trying to fly, man.
He's not doing what Homelander when he flies. He does this. Yeah. So we'll get the thing. He's actually flying in this picture. Just
Yeah, they're going to have to somehow add wires in post.
yeah.
I
This doesn't look baggy to me. I don't know.
don't see no padding there.
No.
If there is, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gosh. Yeah. And then
I
there
love that
was
where he's pointing. I'm like,
a little bit more separated versions of them. Let's see. So yeah, him pointing. You guys are the real heroes. So there's that.
If he says that, I'm like, I actually
The GIF. Okay.
Star.
So there's this one of him. We saw the video of this actually. He's saving a kid from something. He's like tackling them out of the way. A lot of people think this might be the clone. But like I don't know. I have a there's a video that I'll get into in a minute. Stag Enterprises, the arch enemy of Metamorpho. He has his own building there. There's this. They were practicing for some rigging. A scene with, I assume, will be Superman and Lois. Look at that. So we're gonna get one of them nice little scenes.
You're gonna make me look bad.
Your girlfriend's gonna
like,
look
why
at
can't
you
you
and
do
be like,
that? Why can't you do that? Sorry.
Okay, so this is.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, this was the cameo from
Or for Will Reeve.
Yeah, this was the video of it. That thing will go away in a second, I think. Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, so Will Reeve is there. There we go.
Yeah, I love
Dap
it.
up.
It's not. See, he's hugging him. Like, Will Reeve was probably like, holy crap, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? That'd be great.
This is the place where they filmed the flight scene.
The flight, yeah.
It's an arcade, apparently.
So, man, Lois going on an arcade date?
There's the weird blue guy. He was there for a stunt. People thought it was Dr. Manhattan. Like, could you imagine? There's him sliding in to save the kid. A little bit. This is the suit that we saw in the first reveal. This version of it. Because you can see the color. It's battle damage.
What's the color looking like?
What do you mean? In this?
Because remember, the color's different from what we've seen on set versus what we've also seen.
It's hard to see. We don't really know. Well, there might be another picture a little bit. And him protecting the kid. I was like, it's actually the kid was trying to laser an entire family.
Yeah.
Superman is killing her.
Nothing else to do equals lazy writing.
Yeah. But yeah, he's saving the kid. Oh yeah, so there it is. Oh, it's a girl. Is the one he's tackling? The one he's tackling out of the way?
Oh, he tackles her.
Yeah. There's this. They filmed a stunt for something. So that thing is there. That's supposed to be Superman holding the girl, I assume, and it's like a placeholder. The cape is CG in that scene. So
what I think is happening, because
and see, this is what happens. They drop a thing onto this truck, and it does that. So I don't know. It seems like
it looks like he's like holding her, like protecting her, and while it like hits him, kind of like
yeah. See there, right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
And then he's screaming. I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe he's screaming at the thing that's about to drop. You know, maybe it's like construction workers. He's like, hey, watch out. It falls and
that's when we get to some big reveals for the week.
Oh yes.
Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl, Kendra Saunders, have been revealed via set photos, and there are a lot of complaints online about the suits and saying that they look like CW suits and they look like Fox X-Men suits.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's discuss.
You want to discuss one here at a time here, or just in general?
Let's start with Guy Gardner. Well, no, we'll start with Hawk Girl because there's some good Hawk Girl ones.
Okay.
There's a little bit of look at. They all have this symbol on their chest, which is the same symbol that Mr. Terrific has on his chest. And let me find.
Oh, here, go down.
That I was gonna.
Oh, that one. Oh, you're only. Because it was a photo of all three of them.
Yeah, but I was gonna look at this first. So this is interesting. I think this confirms that because I'm also taking into account the fact that the original title of the movie was Superman Legacy.
Yeah.
So this is corporate. This is the Lord Tech logo, or at least not the logo of Lord Tech, but more the logo of the whatever team that they're on, which is owned by Lord Tech. And so they're sort of these corporate superheroes, almost the boys, but not really.
Not as scummy.
Yeah. It seems like they all have the same branded outfit on. I don't think at all this will be their normal outfits.
Yeah.
I think Superman is the one that shows them what it's like to be a hero and like to understand the legacy that you leave behind in like being a hero.
Yes.
Superman Legacy.
You got me crying. That's
beautiful. And so they're like, you need to know a better way. And so they teach them. I guess they'll break off from Lord. I'm guessing Guy Gardner doesn't because he's on the Justice League International, which is owned by Lord.
Yeah.
Guy Gardner seems like the guy that would stick around. Probably.
Yeah, kind of a jock type dude that sticks around.
Yeah. I think I know how they'll get their new suits. This is
speak to me.
Superman at the end of the movie. They're all in these suits, and he's like, "You guys are like, I don't know how it'll go. Like, you guys are gonna need some new outfits or whatever." And he's gonna go visit old Martha, and she's gonna sew them some outfits.
So it's a real outfit. They get very comic looking. I'm really hoping. If there's one,
I'm interested. I'm not to cut you off.
No, you go.
Guy Gardner, I'm assuming, can't make his own suit with his ring. like most of the Green Lanterns
Mhm.
normally can. There are comics that are like that. The one actually, the pictures that he showed when he revealed Lanterns was of a comic that was like that. So I don't know. He might make his own suit. He might not. I don't know.
I tell you what, I think there will be contracting. What I'm excited about seeing this team is I know all of them will have different feelings of being on a team like this. Maybe someone like Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner definitely loves it. He likes it.
What do you think of Hawk Girl's? There's her flying. Mr. Terrific's in some kind of jetpack thing.
Yeah.
Um, People were not liking her helmet.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
I'm,
thi-
I'm gonna compare it to this other movie, Black Adam,
Okay.
with Hawkman's helmet, which I loved.
the
With,
even though it was nanotech.
even though it was nanotech, but the look of it is what I'm really referring to. I'm hoping that when she gets maybe a new suit,
Now,
maybe she has.
this is what her helmet does look like
It does.
in the comics, but I think they'll touch this up with CGI only because it doesn't look like it really fits her face.
Yeah.
I think they'll touch that up, or it could be the point. I don't know. I think this is all just meant. Everyone's like, "Oh, it looks gross and ugly." I'm like, I think that's the point. They're corporate team suits.
Yeah.
They're gonna look bland.
They're not
I
gonna
think
look
this
appealing.
is a play. James Gunn sort of making a play on like these stupid cash grab superhero movies where like,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't even take the time to make them look like the characters are supposed to look like.
Yeah, that's not who. That's not who they are, and
Yeah.
is that who they want to be?
Exactly.
I can just feel it now. I'm not gonna. I feel it in these set photos.
That's-
I just
Feel it.
I know when you look at also the video of them walking. Guy Gardner is like he likes the way it is.
Yeah, we'll look at that in a second.
Now,
Also,
Hot Girl, and who knows, Mr. Terrific.
I think
Hot
Mr.
Girl has
Terrific
to-
we know works already, but was working with Superman.
Yeah,
So I assume he's the one. And people are thinking this might be the team called the Terrifics, which is, and it's just like the Fantastic Four for DC. It's
Yeah.
Plastic Man, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, and Phantom Girl. I think is the other one. And people are thinking that this might be his team, but his company maybe
Got it.
has been like bought out
bought
by
out. Yeah,
him, and so now he's being forced to do this. That's why Mr. Terrific's outfit. They all look like Mr. Terrific's outfit.
they all yes.
But Mr. Terrific's one is normal. That's what he
Yeah.
looks like. So I'm assuming that has something
Yeah,
to
it's
do
like why would James do a pretty comic accurate Superman?
in a
Comic
Comic-
accurate and not these
Yeah.
two. Now,
now some people are upset, and I don't understand this. People are upset saying that the characters are gonna suck now. And they're like, but like I don't think we know this. And we're like, James Gunn likes changing characters that not many people know.
no, he does. What he does is make him more appealing because Rocket Raccoon in the movies, I think, is amazing compared to comics. Like the story behind him and everything. And what's going to be interesting is seeing how these characters feel about being on a team like this. Maybe Mr. Terrific, he's like, I have to do it, or else I'm going to get in trouble, but I don't want to,
Yeah.
I'm stuck in this situation I can't get out of. Hot Girl, maybe, she's like with it, but she doesn't fully know what, is this fully right? Is this how it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Then Superman comes in, is just like, hey, I'm, I don't want to wear these suits, I don't. And then she kind of shows Hot Girl like, hold on, I do have a choice to get out of this.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be beautiful. I'm very excited to see that. That's what I'm feeling from it, and what I think the characters are gonna feel like. Well, Guy Gardner is just not gonna. I think his suit will change at some point. To what though? I'm not too sure because I think we will get the classic green jacket and stuff, and
Yeah. I think so. But yeah. So there's him, the bowl cut. It looks just it's so stupid. This is the logo that everyone's talking about.
Lord Tech.
Yeah. And you see it on their chest.
See it? Yeah, you don't
There's
have
the Green
everyone's.
Lantern logo.
There's a bit of green in there too.
right here.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of green, not much. And there's a closer look at that logo. It's Justice League, is what it looks like it says. And there's like an I in the middle, so Justice League International. I'm assuming. But then again, it could be Terrific, so I don't know. There's this picture of Superman picking up a child. Superman's about to pick up this poor innocent child and hurl him across the city. That's what's going to happen.
James Gunn doesn't know Superman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Superman's racist? That's crazy. No.
Oh,
There's this video
this video is great.
of let me start. So you get
Yeah,
Guy,
you see what I'm saying? He's like doing that. You know, he loves it.
you get Guy, Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific. They're kind of walking. No one is paying attention to them.
I mean, see what I'm
When
saying?
Superman walks out,
Every child. He's holding them up.
it's like, all right, go to
Oh,
your
he's like
parents.
he's hanging with them. He's not even like following them.
Yeah. No, he's like, all right, go to your parents. And then like,
And, like, look, see again, Guy
Yeah,
Gardner.
he's
He's
like,
like, hey, you know, take it easy, sweetheart.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying right now.
so yeah, you get that. There's another picture.
Dude, he can pick me up. Come on.
So yeah, there's that. Another picture of them doing something. She's flying. I wonder if she's got the mace, and I don't know what her wings will look like, but I guess we'll find out in the movie. There's that. The cape flapping.
Cape's caping right now. Cape is a paid
There
actor.
they all, yeah, there they all are. There's that. Let's see, that's from the movie. There's another one of the cape flapping. Superman having the kids. No, stuff like him smiling.
He's so happy. I'll be happy too, man. Like, I'm Superman.
There's this. Him running away, it looked like. Better look at the damaged suit. Look at the belt, by the way. It's yellow, but it's like,
Black.
I don't know what happened. Seems like he got like, I don't know.
Is that a stunt double?
No.
Really? Okay, he looks different.
Tim.
Okay.
That's why I'm starting to think a little bit that this might be the clone, only because I think his eyebrows are bleached. Or like colored different.
Oh yeah, he just looks different somehow in that photo. I mean, it's kind of a weird photo.
There's
but...
that. I want to find the one. It's up here. There's that one. There's this one. Fixing that curl.
I have to place the curl just so.
There's the. Let me get up.
Oh, it's me.
Click here.
Follow that count, by the way.
No. Anyway. DC Verso. Need to see if I can find those other new set photos. So there was a few that showed off. I mean, there's him. They're filming a scene where he's fixing his curl. It looked like. And they had filmed a scene where Superman was oh, here's some more. He was flying.
He's actually flying right there.
Yeah.
Those are edited photos.
He's saving what looks like a squirrel. Everyone thinks it's Chip, the Green Lantern. I think it's just a squirrel at this point. But yeah, he did save. It looked like he helped a squirrel.
Give it a nut.
Yeah.
Don't get along. Eagerly. Oh, that shirt's cool.
I'm not seeing the one video I saw. Maybe I think I did send it to you.
What was the video of?
It was Superman, like, oh gosh, let me look.
Because the only thing, I mean, I've seen everything I've seen so far, but I don't know if you.
Let me look up the account because I have it right here. I can just hang on. Bizarro. That's what I think. It would be from the DC Verso account. Which was the one I was just on, right? They're getting the behind the scenes me searching for that. That might have been the video right there. It is. This is it. This is interesting. And this is why I partially kind of think this might be the clone made by Lex Luthor. Now, if you've watched the Batman animated series, you know Lex Luthor made a clone of Superman. And over time, the clone degraded and turned into Bizarro.
Yeah.
You have all the other heroes right here. Superman, everyone's around him.
Oh, yes, I remember this video.
Just look at the way Superman's like kind of.
Like stumbling.
Yeah, that was the end of the scene. So I don't know what that's about, unless I feel like it's him like starting to
Like have like a
degrade, and he's like, yeah.
breathing heavy or something, or like
He also saw Superman did get arrested at one point, and I would have it to assume that he's still in jail. But yeah, see, but I don't know. Is this the GIF of him? Yeah. Okay. Um, but that's interesting. I think that's the last of the set photos, if I'm
Squirrel one, I believe is the most recent.
correct. I'll just check one more time. Oh yeah, media. Yeah, so that's the end of the set photos. They are on break, and they come off break on Monday.
Yeah,
But Monday might be for Cincinnati, so we might not see anything. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, and then I did forget one other piece of news, which is according to Daniel RPK, Jason Momoa is being eyed for a role in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and the role sounds a whole lot like Lobo.
This goes back to remember that Jason Momoa video. Thank you, James Gunn. And Momoa has always wanted to be Lobo.
Yeah, it's his favorite.
It was his favorite, and when Zack Snyder cast as Aquaman, he was confused. He's like, "Oh, I'm definitely doing Lobo."
Yeah, and there's also, in the comics, there's a bounty hunter that the main villain hires to go kill them, and I'm pretty sure it might end up being Lobo.
I'm glad. What I'm very happy to see in this DCU is we're getting some very popular characters, obviously, in the deep cuts.
Yeah, I don't necessarily call Lobo a deep cut.
We're not seeing Hal Jordan or Jon Stewart first. We're seeing Guy Gardner first as Green Lantern, and I'm not gonna say those are deep cuts, but they're characters not everyone fully knows.
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap! What's that? Is it South Korea?
Yeah, they're in a fan event. Yeah, so
That's what send that to me. Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, so those are the stuff that we've learned. Yeah, I'm so tired of these bots.
Right.
Like, I keep getting message from bots on Twitter. They're like, "Hey, you look interesting. Want to follow me?" I'm like, I don't even know.
You a ladies' man, Harry?
Yeah.
Women crawling all over you.
Robot women.
Robot women. Even better.
But yeah, so that would be the.
He did his Wolverine thing on stage. He's doing this.
My gosh. Anyway, that would be.
Let's review that movie in Perfect X-Men. Night at the Museum 3.
Oh my gosh. That would be the end of DC news.
Yeah.
All right. The Boys Season 4, Episode 6, titled Dirty Business, I would say. Good title. This episode
was nasty.
Yes. It was also insane. And probably my favorite ending of like any of the Boys episodes.
The reveal, yes.
Yeah.
Spoilers about
my two theories that I had ended up being correct in this episode.
So you're on a roll.
The breastfeeding theory and the Kessler being fake. Mm-hmm. So this episode, you get Butcher trying to get Samir to make more of this virus. Kessler's there, egging him on a little bit. Mm-hmm. You notice that Samir never pays attention to anything that Kessler says, which is such an obvious sign. There's so many obvious signs if you go back that dude's not real. But I mean, they go find Webweaver because they want Huey to disguise himself and go to Tech Knight's party.
Yes.
At his mansion and learn what's going on. And so they go meet Webweaver. It was disgusting.
Very disgusting.
And
the way he shoots his webs is gross.
Yeah, well, it's like a spider.
Yeah, it's like a spider. That's my web hole.
Oh my gosh. Knocks him out with some sort of drug thing. And they steal a suit. And then Huey dresses up as Web Weaver to go to this party.
Scott, yes.
Yeah, and at the party's Homelander, Firecracker, such as J Train, Tech Knight,
Bunch of politicians.
yeah, all of them. Newman's there.
Yeah.
And Web Weaver is supposed to be there to be in the new sidekick position for Tech Knight.
Yeah.
And so Tech Knight will eventually takes him down to
The
Tech Cave. Yeah. Jeez. And so also happening at this time is Kimiko upset about Frenchie not telling her about what he was going to do with the whole prison thing. So she's trying to talk to him, and he keeps denying the visitation.
Yeah.
And so she's upset about that. See, Starlight and everyone is there waiting for Huey to check in and everything. When he goes down to the Tech Cave, it's the comms stop working. So Starlight's like, okay, me and Kimiko are going to go in, and MM decides they'll go in.
Yeah.
In this cave, there is things happening that I don't feel comfortable talking about on the show.
I was gonna make a joke of like I can't remember what were they again. And make you say, but you really cannot say that.
Let's just say that Huey gets violated in a very awful way.
Very awful.
Oh my gosh, a lot of people are upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's less what happens and more what the showrunner said about it.
Yeah,
when he thought it was funny. I mean, it's funny in how awful it is. In a way, that sounds weird, but I'm laughing because I can't believe this is happening on my screen right now.
What I'd say,
I'm in shock.
What they do though isn't really. It's kind of a sensitive subject.
They more just tickle his feet and spank him.
Yeah, tickle his feet and spank him, and they.
Yeah, nothing like
other kind of stuff happens.
Yeah,
but it's not because you brought up the comparison between. It's weird how they made Starlight's very serious, but Huey's is it's made for laughs.
Yeah.
Starlight's is pretty bad because it's just this nothing really bad happens. It's more or less, it's played for laughs in a way there. I mean, it is uncomfortable saying dude, he's locked up, man, and what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But they really tickle his feet, spank him, and I'm trying to make sure they don't do it. There's a part where it gets revealed. I know I'm going ahead here a bit, and Tech Knight's all
he wants a new hole.
He wants a new hole, to pleasure himself, and so he draws a marker on his Huey's stomach,
and his
and he's gonna cut one open and have his way. That part gets very serious, and if it actually happened, I don't think it would be really played off for laughs. But
you meet Elijah, his Alfred.
Yes.
Who ends up killing him in the end of the episode. Unfortunately, not fortunately, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because I want to see him suit up.
I know it sucks. You never see it.
We've seen a picture of it, barely.
I guess it's just not in the budget, but it's Amazon. I don't.
I mean, all this more is in the budget.
I am hoping that he is not dead.
Let me.
Oh my god. I didn't know.
No, Tech Knight apparently might have known from the beginning that it wasn't actually Web Weaver. Interesting.
I almost want to read this whole thing. No, it seems to answer.
Well, I'm not going to read it. But
Tech Knight.
I'm trying to find the picture. There it is. That's all we've seen.
See, I don't think he's dead.
You don't?
I don't think so.
Maybe he could have. Something could have happened, and well, no, because what's her name was Tech Knight's dead.
Firecracker said so, but I mean, who knows? Maybe this has happened before, where he's straight up.
He could have
been strangled to death.
He could have done what Batman does at one point.
Stop his heart.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's What is it, Sherlock Holmes on meth? Is that what Mother's Milk said?
Yeah, he's like Sherlock Holmes on meth. He's got all the different crazy senses. But
Got fun.
yeah. So
Lost his dad. Awesome.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It's true.
That's so true.
But yeah. It was like awful, but they're in the mansion, Kimiko and all them. You also have Homelander, Homelander looking at talking to and I'm sorry, I'm looking at this messed up
toys he wants to buy. I want that freaking Red Hood Joker though.
Be like Ragman. Sorry. Anyway. Now I'm lost my track of thought. They're in the mansion. Firecracker's upset that Sister Sage won't let her into the conversation. And so she goes off into the bathroom. She runs into Starlight. Starlight knocks her out with the Hallow thing, stuff. And then Kimiko and Mother's Milk go upstairs. Sister Sage is there. She starts getting into Mother's Milk's head a little bit. He shoots her in the head. Yeah. Obviously, that doesn't kill her, but it makes her stupid for a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like the lobotomy did.
Yeah.
And they're trying to look for the book to open the bookcase. And Mother's Milk has a heart attack. Not really, it's a panic attack.
Panic attack, yeah.
It was close to a heart attack, is what they said. He has a panic attack. Kimiko goes and finds A-Train. A-Train takes him and runs him to the hospital. You get a really nice scene with him and a little kid. At the redemption arc.
A-Train redemption arc is like amazing so far.
I just feel like he'll be dead in a couple episodes. But I think he might not die. I don't know. He could be on their side in the final season.
Yeah.
But you also have Black Noir, who had his mask off. We saw him without his mask. I already knew what he looked like, so I've seen the actor. But he wants to quit. Yeah. Deep convinces him not to. So it's interesting.
He tells him to become power hungry, and he'll love it. And then it doesn't go anywhere from there, which it's setting up the next episode, I guess.
Yeah. And then trying to remember. So he's about to hurt. Like, he's got Ladio in the cave as well.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad they didn't fully make him a child.
Yeah. He was like he might have been like a teenager. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know because he's in a gimp suit, like a red gimp suit, and it's just if they really made him like the age of like Damian Wayne, like that would be terrible.
Huey was like, "Who's that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's my old sidekick." And then
we like looked at each other, like that's Laddie. Yeah.
And then
Laddie boy.
Then you have the scene where he's like, "Laddie boy, go get help." And but they Kimiko, after A-Train takes Mother's Milk, Kimiko and Starlight go downstairs to the Tech Cave. They see what's happening. Kimiko knocks out Tech Knight and they tie him up. Meanwhile, Sister Sage is like out of it. She mentioned at one point, Sister Sage, in the episode that it made me think that she might turn on them. Because she said you have one hand in their pockets while the other slits their throat. And it makes me think that she has
something playing herself, yes. I wonder what she was writing in her journal. Like, why was she in that
showed
room?
Tech Knight. I think she was just showing Tech Knight what they wanted to do with the internment camps, which is what you find out next with Tech Knight, is that, the suits are planning a government coup. They were going to take over the government. And then they're using Tech Knight's prisons to build homeless camps. To build internment camps to put the dissidents, the people who don't follow Homelander. And that seems like it's setting that up for the next season. It's going to be insane. Let's see. I'm trying to think about what else happened. Obviously, they're sending his money to all the places. Elijah, his butler, comes up and strangles him. You find out that Web Weaver's safe word is Zendaya.
Yeah, and I feel so stupid because I didn't catch it because you're like laughing and you look at me and I'm like,
Yeah, and you were like, "How's Zendaya?" And then I was like,
oh, Zendaya. I was like, well, I didn't first hear it. And I was like, what? He's like Zendaya. And I was like, oh, okay. And you're like MJ. Ah, like it's. And I'm gonna tell you this too,
"It's safe."
because if it's supposed to be a parody of Batman, this could be the scapegoat. If Tech Knight's trying to get out of something, he's like, I got no way to get
Yeah,
out of
Alfred.
this. Alfred strangles him
Maybe.
because he likes it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up. Tech Knight could show up in the finale. I don't know.
I think he's gonna show back up.
Big reveal.
I don't
like,
think
oh,
I don't
I'm
think
not
he's dead. Because I mean, again, Bruce stops his heart. I mean, it's happened. It happened in the Dark Knight Returns.
dead. Yeah.
So
So there's that. And then the end of the episode, you got Butcher back with Samir and all that. Samir tells him that they couldn't make the virus to go Homelander because if they do, it becomes unstable, and then it'll become airborne and highly contagious, highly lethal. It'll kill every soup on the planet. That includes Kimiko and Starlight and
yeah,
him as well. So it's like a big thing. He's like, well, and he's like, and Ryan.
yeah.
He's like, and that's what Becca was telling him, the little angel on his shoulder. And then he's getting up. Kessler's like, well, this is
The
our
silver
biggest
bullet.
dream. This is it. He said, this is what we wanted. And then Becca's trying to tell him, like, no, you don't want to do this. And she's like, don't listen to him. And he's trying to get to Butcher. And then you get such a good scene where he turns and yells at her, like, shut your cake hole or whatever.
Yeah.
And it, like, just silence.
You could see her.
And that's the scene. Well, you told me you could see her. And it's like, and
You're doing pretty good, man.
and it will kill Homelander. I mean, I can't do it.
You a young Billy Butcher, man? Hey.
I like Carl Urban. His voice is fun. Homelander took me bloody son. But you get that scene where he reveals that he can see. He's like, you can see her, and he's like, yeah, real Joe Kessler's been dead this whole time.
Yeah.
And like, and you, I am you. I'm the one that killed Ezekiel. So what it seems like is that when he injected himself with Compound V, I think he already had a brain tumor.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because this happened in the comics with someone who had cancer, it didn't attach itself to the person; it attached itself to the tumor.
Yeah.
And so, not in the bloodstream, but the tumor. Just like in the comics, happened kid had cancer, they got V, it attached to the cancer, and so you had V'd up cancer instead of the V'd up person.
Just shriveled them away. Lord.
But I think that's what's happened here. And then you get the scene where he was like, "But don't you worry, Billy, my boy, Daddy's home." And he walks away, and then the episode ends.
Yeah.
And Huey also, right before that, he's kind of broken down.
It's good. Yeah, Huey's been there because it's like
and Mother's Milk is also going through it.
Yeah,
Everyone's going
everyone is probably just about at their lowest.
Yeah,
just about because you had the thing with Starlight, a firecracker, about the whole abortion thing, and then Frenchie's in jail.
Yeah,
I always forget her name. Was it
Kimiko?
Okay, I always make sure I'm saying it right. She's wanting to see him, but he's just not. He won't allow it. Huey's dad dies, and he gets fondled the same day, or just about the same day.
Gosh.
Then you have Butcher, come to realize that, fighting with his, inner angel and devil.
Yeah.
And it's insane of how.
Yeah.
Heck, man.
Get the cloth cake. Sorry.
Oh, God, that clock cake is cool.
Sorry, but yeah, this episode was absolutely insane. What would you rate it out of 10?
Oh, God dang it! Don't show me that. Oh, sorry. We're looking at McFarlane toys now.
Yeah, I just pulled it up while we were
I
talking.
don't even buy toys. I don't even buy action figures like that, but I want those.
Yeah. It's a statue.
Convention exclusive crap. Yeah. Anyways, I read about a. It's weird because I thought this one would be my favorite because Tech Knight's story was my favorite from the.
No,
books.
they didn't really follow.
They didn't follow, and the thing is, if they followed it exactly, I think I'd love it more. I give this about an 8.
That's what I was thinking. An 8.
Yeah, because I always thought it was kind of weird because it felt like Tech Knight's story in the comics was more of a somber one. It was something that he really couldn't control. While this, they kind of play it for laughs, and I don't think that's what I'm really looking for.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to get the because it's funny of how like oh my god he's like just it's funny if that's what his addiction is, but it's also like a bit of a tragedy of like it's something he's like wants it to stop but he just won't.
Yeah.
And then you have a nice ending with the sacrifice, Oh, it's a funny ending of how he stops the meteor from coming down, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they didn't really, and he probably could have already done that in this, but he just didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah.
I like that flash.
Yeah. No, we didn't talk about that this week, so that's wasn't planning on it. But yeah, so that will be the end of the other news. We have one thing or two things, I guess, for gaming. I guess we go ahead and get into the multiverses thing. 'Cause I don't know.
You want to do multiverses or Suicide Squad first? Oh, I guess Suicide. Well, multiverses had a bit of an update, a season refresh
Yeah.
in a way. Some people were making this update to feel like
They changed your picture.
the break, or what we call it, make or break the game.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that's what this was really supposed to be. It was more of a, I guess, quality of life is a better way to put at it. I was unable to see the list. I kept trying to go on the website, it wouldn't pop up for me. And,
Wasn't it on the Discord?
well, I tried to get on the Discord, and it just, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know what they talked about on there.
From what I can tell from playing it, because I played it for the next couple of days, there's some stuff on there that really needed to happen, and I'm very glad. Such as they changed the profile icons to, instead of the 3D models, it's originally what it was, the concept art, which I think looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. They have it where if you're playing Rifts, you don't have the option of just ready up or edit your gems. You have, because I constantly had this issue of I'd ready up in a Rift, but my gems weren't set to where they needed to be.
Mhm.
So I'd go in there and get completely destroyed in a match. And I'm like, crap, I ain't set my gems. No, you have it where if your gems are not set up to where it'll be auto set gems and ready up. That's an option. And that'll be like the first one that pops up.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy about that.
I'm not finding it.
Next thing they added was a free for all, which is a 1v4, or I don't know if that's the right term you use. It's basically you play a guy, you go against 3 people. Well, and there's 4 of you in total. I played that for a match. It was all right. Then you got to knock out like 4 people and you win. Kind of like stocks in Smash Bros. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. The item shop they updated where every day you can get free. Get free toast or free. Not prestige. The what's the purple stuff? Not glemium, or is it red? It's the stuff that where you buy the gems for online. You buy like your character stats.
Oh, the perk currency?
That's it.
That's
yeah,
great.
that you get those for free in the store
I
now.
don't even want those.
I saw some stuff in the store seemed fixed. There was a couple like glitches.
I still haven't played it since.
No, I get you. And I mean, I'm having a fun time with it. It's characters is really what's going to drive a game like this. I saw in a couple leaks. You saw one of them. I don't know if you saw both of them, but with Gandalf
And Hulk.
yes. I don't know how Hulk's going to happen. If that does, I think that's a great step
I hope Gandalf had
to
it.
bring in Marvel characters. I think that'd be
I think
having a Captain America versus Superman in this game would be great, or Spider-Man.
I just want I want Gandalf because I want the Lord of the Rings stage because I
That'd be
feel
it.
like there would be some cool stuff.
The Tolkien estate rights is so confusing. While WB owns the movie, Tolkien estate still owns the characters, so WB can only really use it movie-wise, from what I understand. But I'm interested. I think it was a good update to bring life to some things that just seemed kind of shady. Going back to it, I enjoyed it. That was nice. I am ready for the next big one where we get 2 new characters. We got stuff to look forward to, and there's new modes to play.
Yeah.
But that's my thoughts. Do you have anything you add on? Or?
I
I
just
know you haven't
hope,
played it. Since,
yeah, I just
but,
hope it's good. I guess.
yeah, well, I mean, because I like the game. It's just there's some things that just needs to be worked on, and
I just got bored with it really fast.
you
I'm
know,
like, it's
and
just
I
like,
get that because I get more. I find myself just doing the XP. 'Cause I like the customization I have. But it just feels weird after a year of silence. We come back and it feels like there was less content.
yeah, and apparently all the stuff that was in the mid-season patch was stuff that was already in the beta.
Yeah, it's just they added it back for quality of life, and that's really what it was. And I'm glad it's there. I'd rather have it than not have it. I just feels like that year of silence we should have had like 4 extra characters at launch and then a couple more to look forward to.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm gonna let them cook for a minute. Maybe off to a bit of a rocky start, but hopefully, all that matters is when you hit the finish line, you hit it good.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna give them. And speaking of that,
Well, this is not the finish line. There's still 2 seasons after this. I was talking about last week. I'm like, I guess it's delayed. I said the timer's going to go out Wednesday. Timer did go out Wednesday.
so it's just 0 right
on
now.
The day actually before they revealed this is when it went out. So this will be out actually on the 11th. So in 6 days from now. They only put it back about a week. Season 2 of Suicide Squad Killer Justice League, July 11th. Ice to Meet You, Mrs. Freeze, they posted with her character poster. I've already got it saved into my collection of stuff on here.
So, turn it, yes.
So I'll be doing that with every one of them. But, yeah, they got her on here. It looks better than that one picture that I saw.
If there's one, it does look better than was it like early concepts or whatever?
I think her head's... No, well, it's not her head. I think it's the bottom half of her face is like weird to me. I don't know what it is.
If there's one thing I had to critique on it,
maybe it's her lips. I don't know.
I kind of hate she has hair. I wish she.
Well, they're like icicles.
Well, it's a cool idea. I like just go bald. Just that, and I like the glasses of it being like the thing, but I wish there were solid red, like how Freeze normally is. But that's the only thing I can critique. I like the suit. I like the I don't know, polar bear type.
The dome.
Yeah.
And then we also got a roadmap. Roadmap? Okay. So yeah, here we go. Okay. So yeah, season 2 begins July 11th. Episode 3 is called Frozen Hearts. Episode 4 will be called Winter.
Mm-hmm.
So new playable character Mrs. Freeze, her melee weapon pack. Don't know what that means. This is her melee weapon.
It's like an axe.
It's an ice axe, yeah. New Infamy sets and Notorious gear. Killer Frost Infamy set. Firefly Notorious and Parasite Notorious melee. Elseworlds Mayhem map. We'll get a new one, which I guess is sort of here. Superman and Flash Brainiac fight, which is like a fusion fight where these
are the fusions. Yes.
Yeah, where he's using both of their powers combined. We get the ever-changing Metropolis, so we'll have part of Metropolis is frozen. And the new Battle Pass, which I'll zoom in on in a minute. Then episode 4, you got the new Infamy sets and Notorious gear. Captain Cold's Infamy set, Icicle's Notorious set, and Trickster's Notorious melee, which looks interesting. And then this is the mid-season update as well. You also have Green Lantern and Superman Brainiac fight, new incursions and more, new shop items, and the Arkham Knight Harley skin.
Yes.
I see that probably selling pretty well.
That will sell pretty well because that's what everyone wants. Everybody wants the outfits from the games as well as a, exactly what everybody wants. Yeah. Give us the city and asylum outfits for Harley.
Let me see if I can find the Battle Pass image. I think Miller posted it. Let me look. Yeah, he's been posting about Rival stuff. We got the first looks at Black Widow and Captain America. Let me find yeah. Did he post it? Like a close up of it? It's hard to see because I can't really. This is the season where the Flash comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing a way I can like zoom in. Someone put it in the comments. Yeah, Miller's not convinced it can be a season 5 anymore.
This is gonna be an online mode anymore.
That's what that guy said. He said it'd be nice for them to re-up their commitment on that. Let's see. Lack of crossovers is talking about that. He said believes episode 3 should be the one where Flash comes back. So the first episode. That's funny.
So what race is blue?
I don't know where, but we'll just zoom in on this. Yeah, we'll just look at this. I don't think I can really zoom in on it. Can I? Can I like open image?
Probably save the image and.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there. That's what we're gonna do now.
Let me zoom in a little bit more.
They have like 1950s refrigerator outfits. Like I don't know what.
I think I'm really too zoomed in, but we'll deal with it. Okay. So bad quality, obviously, because I'm zoomed in. But yeah, they're like robot outfits or whatever. There's a Joker one. There's
Freeze.
Mrs. Freeze, yeah. Deadshot, Harley.
I like the Harley one with the hologram.
Yeah,
That's her
and,
hair.
what I assume is King Shark,
That's Freeze.
but that's Freeze.
Well, that's also Freeze.
There's no way there's two Freezes.
That's two Freezes. That's not King Shark.
Oh, that might be King Shark. No, that's not.
That's Freeze. And that's
Okay.
Freeze on the right.
I'm confused. They didn't have. I don't think they would have two outfits like that.
They would.
I
That's
feel
not
like
King Shark though.
True. I don't know. Maybe that might be a style. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. It appears there's no Boomerang in this season again. Poor Boomerang.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, was it Deadshot or Boomerang that wasn't in there? And I feel bad for Boomerang mains because I mean, like that'd be a cool outfit to have, like a.
And there's some little bit closer looks at these guns.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back to this one, and we'll do the same here, and do a little bit of zooming. Was that the wrong one?
I would like to see one more XP weekend because I need to.
Well, that leads me to my next point.
Okay.
As of right now, the Battle Pass, as far as I know when I looked after the timer went out, it is not accessible right now.
Really?
I guess it'll be that way for the next week until the new one, then you have to go back. Because right now, it's just like, there was nothing there when I looked on it. It looked like they had like the purchase Battle Pass button, and
Weird.
nothing popped up. So, I think they will hopefully, not, I don't know. That is what I noticed. There is FOMO for about a week.
Mm.
There will be, unfortunately. But,
They promised me no FOMO.
there's a Captain Cole gun, Icicle gun looks insane. Look at this.
I like it, man.
Yeah, I'm interested in what those will look like. And then there's the outfit. And the
Banners.
the new incursions look interesting.
How much do you think that Harley skin's gonna be? $20.
I want to say about like 15 probably.
50 for the whole set.
Yeah.
All right. What are they normally 15?
Around that.
Because you can't just buy. Well, it's probably going to be 20. You might be right. It would technically be costing 15. We're going to have to spend at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, got season 2 coming out next Thursday, I think. Guess we will be streaming that, I guess, that night.
Yep.
I get off at 6.
I'll blow off my disc. And
you
haven't played. I've been playing this. Not that
I haven't
hate
played
it
it since I finished the Battle Pass.
Yeah, not that I hate it or anything. And every time it was an XP week and I was out doing something where I was unable to play.
And then normally they've only really been doing normal XP weekends. They haven't done. They've done a few Battle Pass XP weekends.
They haven't done Battle Pass ones.
They've done a few. They just haven't done that many. But so I don't know. I don't know what this is playing. Anyway, that would be the end though of the gaming news and the end of this episode. So you about ready to get out of here?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Talk about a lot of news, set photos, Suicide Squad, all that fun stuff. X-Men Mayhem. We got a new episode coming out this upcoming Wednesday on The New Mutants. I hope that I'm turning.
Oh,
this
sorry.
on.
Turn this. That's hilarious.
On the New Mutants. We'll be watching that. If you haven't already, go check out our Dark Phoenix review. Our lowest score we've ever given a movie.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, then after New Mutants, it'll be Deadpool 2, and then Logan, and then Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep.
But if you had any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404, that's DARIENH4404, or Instagram at the Comic Book Burrito _official, Facebook at the Comic Book Burrito _official page, or Twitter at the CB Burrito.
Yeah, and contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very interactive on all platforms. And come on over and let's I don't know. Let's
It's what?
well, I don't know. I didn't even think about it. Let's talk trash about Darien. How about
What?
that?
That's rude.
Let's do that one.
That's rude. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!